So it's John Alwyn-Jones reporting for Travel Mall TV from Chester and Cheshire in northern England, and we've just arrived with Emirates this morning on a flight through Dubai from Sydney, and I'm sitting here with Nicola. God, my glasses. Nicola Said.
Yeah, Said.
Okay,
yeah.
Said. Well,
simple.
Nicola, we just arrived in Manchester Airport, just came across to Chester, and a bit grey day, but that's okay, it doesn't make much difference. Tell me a little bit about sort of the history of Chester a bit, in terms of, where's it all come from, why is it here, and stuff like that. Just a quick pen picture, and then we'll talk about the marketing side of things.
It's a Roman city. Its Roman name is Diva.
Okay.
So a lot of the British cities have Chester within it. Manchester, Colchester, and so on.
Yeah. So it was a fort, was it, or?
It was a Roman settlement. So you see quite a lot of the Roman remains in the city. So there's the Roman gardens and so on. So there's it's just. That's its foundation, really. It's quite a lot of medieval architecture as well, so the black and white buildings.
Yeah, the black and white buildings, and you've got these shops that are on different levels, the rows you call them, is it?
Yeah, they're like the original shopping arcades, if you like. So, shopping mall, like medieval time. So, it's undercover and 2 layers. So, most of the shop traders would have been right on the street frontage, with the rest of the space behind as storage and on the 2 levels. So it's a very unique, we think, experience. And then there's also the medieval cathedral. So.
Well, look, you work for Visit Chester and Cheshire. So what are the main things that you use to promote Chester and Cheshire?
Well, Chester is our key brand. So Chester is a heritage city. It's also good for retail. So it's quite a sort of concentrated area. Obviously, with the roads, you get quite a lot of small, nice boutiques. There's also the Chester Grosvenor Hotel, a 5-star hotel in the centre with the Michelin star restaurant, the Arco. So that's a very strong brand for Chester and brings a lot of people in. And then wider across Cheshire, because our remit is Chester and Cheshire, we've also got the Gardens of Cheshire. So this year is a massive promotion for the Year of Cheshire Gardens, and that's basically looking at our 26 gardens, of which a certain amount of them are gardens of distinction.
So these are historic gardens, are they?
Historic gardens, places like Tatton Park and Arley Hall, Chumley Castle, and Lyme Park, different kinds of things. We've got owned by National Trust, owned by the landowner.
The landowner,
So real different, unique gardens experience, and it's about bringing those together, because we think that Cheshire's you've got more capacity for garden visits than anyone else in the UK, and so it's about bringing those gardens together, thinking about what events are happening in them, and packaging them up with lovely hotels and so on. And then the other sort of main themes we've got is things like luxury spa hotels. We've got really nice hotels such as Rookery Hall, which just had a £10 million spa investment, and new golf spa hotels like McDonald Portals Hotel. So it's a very strong brand. And then over to the east, we've also got a very strong waterways product. So people coming on canal boat holidays. Cheshire's got, I think it's got more miles of canals than anywhere else in England.
Excellent.
And then to the east as well, there's also the Peak District, which we actually do claim part of as well in Cheshire.
So where do most of your international, it's obviously a strong domestic destination, but so where do your international visitors come from? Mostly the States, is it?
We've got a very strong relationship with Japan, so we do a lot of work with Japan. We've built up quite a good relationship with a lot of the tour operators there. We go every year on the Visit Britain sales mission to Japan. And that's, I think, part of the appeal of Chester. So the key is to try and encourage people to come for longer than just a half-day tour, and when they're doing the British tour. And then there's obviously Americans, that's the States, and hotels like the Grosvenor, very strong.
Very small luxury hotels, are they?
Yes.
Yes,
I think so. So they have a good relationship with the States, and they have a lot of American visitors coming over. But then it's also the nearer European countries.
Do you hear the odd Australian accent sort of on the street here sometimes?
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, good. That's all right. Good. Tell me something before we go, because we're sitting here in front of an amazing afternoon tea in a very new hotel here in Chester called Oddfellows, and we'll show some shots of Oddfellows over the next couple of days. But what about product development and the quality of hotels? You've talked about the Grosvenor, but there are B&Bs and youth hostels, all sorts of products here, are there?
There are, and we like to. It's really important to us that, we get businesses like this investing in Chester, because we, as a tourist board, we're nothing without our strong products, and they help to create the identity of Chester and Cheshire. So we're pleased that we've got Oddfellows here. We've got some new nightclubs bringing up sort of the nightlife side of Chester. As I said before, around Cheshire we've got a lot of the new spa hotels, and B&Bs are becoming increasingly more commercial and heading towards the highest star rating. So we've got a few lovely 5-star B&Bs. And then new hotels such as Abode, which is another small group. We're going to have a new hotel overlooking the racecourse.
Oh, wonderful.
And then even businesses like Chester Racecourse, completely new conference facilities and new restaurant this year. So we hope that, by helping to bring together Chester and Cheshire in a coordinated way that we promote, that inspires these businesses to choose this location to invest in.
And the thing that struck us this morning was, and I mean, obviously we're from the UK originally, but it's so quick to get here, isn't it? So how long is it from Manchester Airport? I mean, it was raining a bit today, so I was driving a bit carefully, so in case I don't smash the car up.
Believe it or not, the runway of Manchester Airport is in Cheshire.
Oh, really? Is it really?
Yeah. So for the east side of Cheshire, minutes.
Oh, right.
You can be in lovely villages such as Style and Alderley Edge and Prestbury, all those lovely villages which I think you're going to visit tomorrow, in minutes to be at the airport. Chester's probably around about half an hour, 45 minutes.
So now if people in Australia or travel agents and tour operators and wholesalers want to find out more information about Cheshire and Chester, where do they go?
Well, you can give us a call anytime, but also have a look on our websites, which is visitchester.com and visitcheshire.com. But we'd be more than happy to host people on the tour operators that are thinking about bringing people over to this area. We'd be delighted to show them around, and we do that on a regular basis. So, that's great. Just give us a call and we'll be happy to sort it out.
Well, thank you very much indeed for your time, Nicola. It's really nice to be talking with you. So this is John Alwyn-Jones about to eat a huge afternoon tea in the Oddfellows. Is it Oddfellows Hotel or it's the Oddfellows? Oddfellows in Oddfellows in Chester, in Cheshire, in Northern England.